Skier's Choice boats, from concept to creation. One reason Skier's Choice boats consistently outshine competitors is because the company follows the lean manufacturing philosophy. Developed by Toyota, Lean is a team-based system that encourages all employees to continuously improve the manufacturing process and eliminate waste in order to offer customers the highest value possible. With Lean, the bottom line is, if an activity doesn't add value for the customer, then don't do it. The following video, shot in Skier's Choice factory in Maryville, Tennessee, will walk you through the entire process of building a Skier's Choice boat, from concept all the way to creation. Every boat Skier's Choice makes starts out as a concept drawing engineers create based on input from customers, riders, and dealers. From these drawings, a computer numerical control, or CNC machine, cuts two models, one small scale and one full scale of the boat from a foam block. At this stage, tweaks in the design are made until the models meet engineers' exact specifications. When the full-scale model is finalized, it's used to create the molds in which much of the boat is built. The molds function like large cake pans, with every line in the mold reproduced in a mirror image on the boat's surface. Each boat starts out as two separate molds, a hull and a deck, which are eventually joined together. Once the molds are ready, the cake's first layer, the gel coat, is added to the pan. The gel coat forms a boat's outside finish and is comparable to the icing on a cake, although in this case, the icing is added first. By taping off sections of the molds, multiple coatings of colored gel coat can be applied to produce various stripes and other designs in the finish. A barrier coat of vinyl ester is then added, forming a protective layer between the gel coat and fiberglass. The boat's first layer of fiberglass, the skin coat, is now added. Chopper guns, which allow for precise measurements of resin and fiberglass to be blown into the mold, are used to apply this coating, providing a smooth, consistent finish. Next up, a ceramic barrier coat is applied for extra strength and to prevent the heavy fiberglass added next from showing through the gel coat. On top of the ceramic barrier coat, a second coat of heavy knitted fiberglass is applied by hand. The heavy knitted material is wetted out using large paint rollers, which ensure the glass is completely saturated with resin. From there, small air rollers are used to remove air bubbles, which can cause weak spots in the fiberglass. This layer of lamination also provides much of the boat's core strength. Several composite materials are installed in the boat to add strength and structure. The composites are selected for their ability to laminate to other materials or hold attachments like screws and bolts. Many composites absorb liquid resin and become part of the actual structure, making the boat even stronger, along with dampening mechanical vibration for a smoother ride. For stringers, Skier's Choice uses Comsys stringers, which are pre-engineered and custom designed to fit each model. The stringers also form part of the foundation to which the floorboards are attached. After the floorboards are in, closed-cell foam is injected beneath the floors and stringers as an additional safety measure and to further reduce engine noise. The Coast Guard doesn't require foam for boats over 20 feet, but it's required by the more stringent National Marine Manufacturers Association standards, which all Skier's Choice boats adhere to. Once foaming is complete, boats are pulled from the molds and sent to grinding, where excess fiberglass is removed. After grinding, boats enter parts inspection. Here, the finish is lightly buffed and carefully inspected for defects. If defects are discovered, they're immediately fixed, instead of waiting until the end of production where repairs might not have time to completely cure before shipment. The boat is now ready for rigging. Up until now, Moombas and Supras are built identically, but once a boat enters rigging, the differences begin to appear. In Supras, additional equipment and higher-end materials are standard features, while Moombas are more basic up front, but can be upgraded later. In rigging, such parts as the engine, underwater gear, deck hardware, and wiring are installed. Once the dash and motor are mounted, the deck and hull are fastened together. The deck and hull fit with one another like a shoebox. Instead of using rivets, unbacked screws, or glue to secure the deck to the hull, Skier's Choice uses stainless steel screws, spaced 6 inches apart, and backed by Trevera material, which tightly holds the screws in place. This mounting method and material not only ensures an extremely solid fit, but it also allows the deck and hull to be easily separated if the boat ever needs major repairs. All of Skier's Choice final upholstery is cut with CNC guided cutters. These machines are not only a lot faster than hand cutting, but they produce far more accurate cuts with much less waste. Once the vinyl is cut, all of the upholstery pieces are hand sewn using Gore-Tex Tenera thread, which is much more durable than the cotton nylon blends used by some competitors. After the final pieces of upholstery are installed, boats are ready for the tank test. While boats are carefully inspected at every stage of manufacturing, 3 of the boat's critical components, the electrical, fuel, and steering systems, are deemed high risk and undergo additional inspections in a water-filled tank. If all 3 systems pass the tank test, the boat moves to the lake test. In the lake, the boat goes through another series of tests to check for potential problems that can't be detected in the tank, such as power up, running attitude, vibration, and pulling to the side. When the boat passes both the tank and lake tests, it enters final finish. In this step, decals and other laminates are applied, and then the boat undergoes a final inspection by a company manager not involved with production. Following the outside manager's sign-off, the boat is shrink-wrapped and ready for shipment to dealers.